Hello friends, welcome back to Mindset Hub Tube. In today's video, we are breaking down one of the most powerful negotiation books ever written, Never Split the Difference by Voss, a former FBI hostage negotiator. This is not theory. This is not textbook negotiation. This is real-world psychology used in life or death situations, adapted for business, money, career, relationships, and everyday conversations. Most people believe negotiation is about logic. They believe the better argument wins. They believe compromise is success. This book proves something uncomfortable. People don't make decisions logically. They justify decisions emotionally. Compromise often means both sides lose. The person who understands emotions controls the outcome. Voss learned this the hard way, negotiating with kidnappers, criminals, and terrorists, people who don't care about fairness, logic, or rules. And his conclusion was clear. If you try to be reasonable with unreasonable people, you will lose. Who is Voss? Voss was the lead international kidnapping negotiator for the FBI. His job was not to win arguments. His job was to save lives, often talking to violent, emotional, unpredictable people. Traditional negotiation tactics failed in those environments. So, the FBI developed a different approach, one based on emotional intelligence, psychological leverage, deep listening, and human behavior patterns. This book translates those high-stakes lessons into business and everyday life. The core philosophy of the book. The central idea of Never Split the Difference is simple but radical. Negotiation is not a battle of logic. It is a process of emotional alignment. People want to feel heard, to feel respected, to feel safe, to feel in control. If those needs are unmet, no deal will work, no matter how logical it looks. Why splitting the difference is a mistake. Most people are taught meet in the middle. Compromise is fair. Halfway is success. Voss completely rejects this. Why? Because compromise rewards poor preparation, destroys value, creates resentment, signals weakness. When you split the difference, one side feels pressured, the other feels cheated. Nobody feels satisfied. In hostage negotiations, compromise can get people killed. In business, it destroys long-term outcomes. Negotiation is about emotions, not facts. One of the most important insights in the book: emotions drive decisions, facts justify them later. People rarely change their minds because of better data, stronger logic, or smarter arguments. They change when they feel understood. Their fears are acknowledged. Their identity is respected. This is why highly intelligent people still lose negotiations. They focus on being right, not being effective. The myth of the rational negotiator. Traditional negotiation theory assumes people are rational. People want fair outcomes. People respond to logic. Reality: people are emotional. People protect ego. People fear loss more than they desire gain. Voss calls this loss aversion. The pain of losing is psychologically twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining. If you ignore this, you negotiate blind. Introduction to Tactical Empathy. One of the most powerful concepts in the book is tactical empathy. This is not sympathy. This is not being soft. This is not agreeing. Tactical empathy means understanding the other person's emotions, perspectives, and fears, and using that understanding strategically. It is empathy with intent. Why empathy is a weapon, not weakness. Many people think empathy makes you weak. Voss proves the opposite. Empathy lowers resistance, builds trust faster than logic, makes people reveal information, creates influence without force. When people feel understood, they relax. They talk more, they stop defending, they become cooperative. The brain science behind empathy. The human brain has two key systems: emotional brain, fast, instinctive, defensive; rational brain, slow, analytical, thoughtful. If the emotional brain feels threatened, logic shuts down, reasoning disappears, conflict escalates. Tactical empathy calms the emotional brain, allowing rational discussion. Listening, the most underrated negotiation skill. Chris Voss states, negotiation is not talking persuasion. It is listening discovery. Most people listen to reply, interrupt, correct, win. Elite negotiators listen to understand, identify fears, detect leverage, spot hidden motives. Listening is not passive. It is active psychological work. Mirroring, the simplest power tool. What is mirroring? Mirroring means repeating the last 2 to 3 key words someone says, using a calm, curious tone, ending with an upward inflection. Example: them saying, "This price is way too high." You saying, "Too high?" That's it. Why mirroring works. Mirroring encourages the other person to talk more, makes them feel heard, slows the conversation, reveals hidden information. Silence after mirroring creates psychological pressure. People instinctively feel it. This technique is powerful because it requires zero argument. It triggers self-reflection. It shifts control without confrontation. Labeling, naming emotions to disarm them. Another foundational tool is labeling. Labeling means identifying emotions or dynamics, verbally acknowledging them without judgment or solution. Examples: it seems like you're frustrated. It sounds like this deadline feels risky. It looks like you're under a lot of pressure. Why labeling emotions reduces conflict. When emotions are not named, they escalate. When they are named, they lose power. Neuroscience shows that naming emotions reduces their intensity. People don't argue with labels, they correct or confirm them, and either response gives you information and control. The golden rule of labeling. Never say, "I think," "I feel," "you are." Always say, "It seems like," "It sounds like," "It looks like." This avoids triggering defensiveness. Why people fight to be understood. At the deepest level, people want recognition, respect, and validation, not agreement, acknowledgement. When someone feels unheard, they repeat themselves, they escalate, they resist compromise. When someone feels understood, they soften, they listen, they cooperate. Negotiation is about identity. Chris Voss emphasizes people don't defend positions, they defend identity. When negotiations threaten status, ego, self-image, resistance skyrockets. Tactical empathy protects identity while influencing outcomes. We move into defensive psychology, how to neutralize resistance before it appears, how to turn rejection into control, and how elite negotiators create safety without giving concessions. The accusation audit. One of the most powerful techniques in the book is called the accusation audit. What is an accusation audit? It is the act of listing every negative thought the other person may have about you, stating them out loud before the other person says them. This sounds counterintuitive, but it works exceptionally well. Why accusation audits work. Human beings fear being judged, being manipulated, being pressured, being taken advantage of. When these fears remain unspoken, they grow. When you name them first, you take away their power. You build trust. You show awareness. You lower emotional defenses. How to do an accusation audit? Before entering a negotiation, ask yourself, what does the other side fear? What do they suspect about me? What negative assumptions might they have? Then state them calmly. Example: you might think I'm trying to push you into something. It may seem like I'm being unreasonable. You may feel like this isn't fair to you. The result of an accusation audit: instead of reacting defensively, people usually say, "That's not true. I don't think that. I understand what you're trying to do." This shifts the emotional tone instantly. You become honest, self-aware, non-threatening. Why most people do the opposite. Most negotiators avoid uncomfortable topics, try to sound positive, ignore emotional tension. This causes suspicion, hidden resistance, passive aggression. The accusation audit cleans the emotional air. Important rule: when performing an accusation audit, do not defend yourself, do not justify, do not argue. Simply acknowledge. The power of no: why rejection creates control. Most people fear hearing no. Voss teaches the opposite. No is not failure. No is protection. No is the beginning of negotiation. Why yes is dangerous. Yes can mean, I'm uncomfortable. I want this to end. I'll regret this later. A forced yes creates resentment, compliance without commitment, deal collapse later. Why people feel safe saying no. Saying no creates boundaries, restores autonomy, reduces pressure, increases confidence. When people say no, they feel in control. The real goal is a comfortable no. Elite negotiators don't chase yeses. They aim for a calm, safe, honest, comfortable no. Once a person feels safe saying no, they stop resisting, they open up, they engage honestly. How to invite no intentionally. Instead of asking, "Do you agree? Is this okay? Can we do this?" Ask, "Is this a bad idea? Would be ridiculous to consider. Is now a terrible time?" These questions reduce pressure, increase honesty, reveal true objections. The illusion of control. Another core idea in the book is creating the illusion of control. People resist being controlled, but they love feeling in control. The key is to let them feel in control while you guide the direction. Calibrated questions. Voss says calibrated questions starting with how, what, never why, sounding accusatory. Why calibrated questions work? They force the other person to think, shift problem solving onto them, slow the conversation, and prevent emotional reactions. Example: how are we supposed to make this work? What's the biggest challenge you see here? How would you like to proceed? Turning pressure into cooperation. When someone makes a demand, don't say yes, don't say no, ask a calibrated question. Example: them, we need 30% discount. You, how am I supposed to do that? This exposes unrealistic expectations, invites empathy, creates collaboration. The late-night FM DJ voice. Voss emphasizes tone more than words. The most effective tone is calm, slow, deep, non-threatening. He calls this the late-night FM DJ voice. Why this voice works. It calms emotional brains, signals confidence, reduces defensiveness, projects control. High-pitched or rushed tones signal anxiety, insecurity, loss of control. 3 voices in negotiation. Assertive voice, aggressive, creates resistance. Accommodating voice, weak, loses leverage. Calm voice, authoritative, builds trust. Elite negotiators use the 3rd voice. Psychological safety is everything. No negotiation works without safety. People must feel heard, respected, unpressured, autonomous. Without safety, logic fails, deals collapse, conflict escalates. Why pressure backfires? Pressure triggers fear, defensiveness, fight or flight. This shuts down cooperation. Pressure may get short-term compliance, but destroys long-term success. Now we move into numbers, money, and bargaining, the phase where most people panic, rush, and give away value. Chris Voss shows that numbers are emotional triggers, not objective facts. The myth: negotiation is about numbers. Most people believe numbers are rational, money is objective, price decides outcomes. Reality: numbers trigger emotion. First numbers anchor perception. Fairness is emotional, not logical. Whoever controls the psychological meaning of numbers controls the deal. Anchoring, the most dangerous psychological weapon. Anchoring is the human tendency to rely heavily on the first number mentioned and adjust insufficiently from it. Once a number is introduced, it becomes a reference point, even if it's unreasonable. Why anchors are so powerful? Anchors shape expectations, influence counteroffers, and frame what feels reasonable. Even experts are affected. The brain uses anchors to reduce uncertainty, not to find truth. Who should anchor first? Traditional advice says whoever anchors first loses. Chris Voss disagrees. His rule: if you are prepared, anchor first, aggressively. But the anchor must be justifiable, calmly delivered, and followed by silence. How to set a strong anchor. When making an offer, use precise numbers. Avoid round figures. Sound calm, not aggressive. Example: not 100,000, instead 97,500. Precise numbers signal thoughtfulness, data, legitimacy. The power of silence after anchoring. After stating your number, stop talking. Let silence work. Silence creates discomfort, and discomfort leads to concessions. Most people talk themselves out of leverage. Why round numbers weaken you. Round numbers signal guessing, flexibility, lack of preparation. Precise numbers signal confidence, research, limits. This affects how seriously your offer is taken. How to respond to a bad anchor. When the other side anchors aggressively, do not counter immediately. Do not reject emotionally. Do not explain defensively. Instead, use labeling. Use calibrated questions. Example: it seems like you have a very tight budget. How did you arrive at that number? This weakens the anchor's power. The fairness trap. This is fair is a red flag. When someone says, "this is fair," "that's only fair," or "we're being fair," be cautious. Fairness is subjective and often used to pressure compliance. Why fair is manipulative. People use fair to end discussion, force agreement, shame resistance. There is no universal definition of fair. Elite negotiators ask, fair compared to what? How are we defining fair? Using fairness strategically. If you invoke fairness, do it sparingly. Be prepared to justify it. Expect scrutiny. Fairness must be explained, not assumed. Strategic concessions. Never give without getting. One of Chris Voss's strongest rules: never make a concession without getting something in return. Concessions signal weakness if uncontrolled, cooperation if strategic. How to concede properly. When conceding, do it slowly. Make it visible. Attach conditions. Example: I can do that, but only if we adjust the timeline. This reframes concessions as exchanges, not losses. The importance of small concessions. Small concessions create momentum, signal flexibility, and avoid large losses. Large early concessions reset expectations, invite more demands, and reduce respect. The rule of decreasing concessions. Each concession should be smaller than the last, take longer to offer, and feel costly. This signals approaching limits. Using, "how am I supposed to do that?" This calibrated question is extremely powerful. It pushes problem solving to the other side, exposes unrealistic demands, and invites collaboration. Use it calmly, never sarcastically. Deadlines and time pressure. Why rushing loses deals. Deadlines create panic, but not clarity.
People under time pressure make emotional decisions, give unnecessary concessions, and ignore long-term consequences. How to handle deadlines. When facing deadlines, slow down. Ask calibrated questions. Label the pressure. Example: it sounds like timing is critical for you. This shifts urgency back to them. The most important bargaining principle. The person who appears least desperate has the most leverage. Desperation speeds speech, weakens posture, and encourages concessions. Calm confidence controls outcomes.
Now we arrive at the highest level of negotiation mastery, uncovering what you don't know, identifying hidden leverage, and negotiating in a way that builds long-term power rather than short-term wins. This is where elite negotiators separate themselves from average ones. Black swans, the hidden information that changes everything. Chris Voss introduces the concept of black swans. What is a black swan? A black swan is a piece of information unknown to you, known to the other side, that can completely change the negotiation outcome. These are not obvious facts. They are hidden motivations, pressures, fears, or constraints. Why black swans matter? Most negotiations fail not because the deal is impossible, the numbers don't work, but because critical information was missed. When you discover a black swan, power shifts instantly, leverage appears without force, and outcomes change dramatically. Examples of black swans. In business, the other side must close the deal before quarter end. A decision maker is under internal pressure. Another offer already exists. Budget approval is fragile. In personal life, fear of embarrassment, need for validation, desire to avoid conflict, pressure from family or peers. Black swans are emotional and structural, not just financial. How to uncover black swans. Black swans are revealed through deep listening, strategic silence, mirroring, labeling, calibrated how and what questions. You cannot force them out. You must create safety so people reveal them voluntarily. The role of nonverbal cues. Chris Voss emphasizes tone changes, hesitations, sudden agreement, defensive reactions. These are signals that something important is hidden, a pressure point exists. Elite negotiators pay attention not just to what is said, but how it's said. Trust versus rapport, a critical distinction. Many people confuse rapport with trust. Rapport, friendly conversation, liking each other, surface-level connection. Trust, predictability, reliability, emotional safety. Deals are not built on rapport, they are built on trust. How trust is actually built. Trust grows when people feel heard, their fears are acknowledged, you do what you say, you don't rush or pressure. Tactical empathy builds trust faster than friendliness. Why likability is overrated. People often do deals with people they don't like, as long as they trust them. Trying too hard to be liked weakens authority, signals neediness, reduces leverage. Calm professionalism wins. Body language and delivery. Although the book focuses on words, delivery matters. Key principles. Slow speech equals confidence. Silence equals control. Neutral posture equals authority. Calm tone equals safety. Negotiation success often depends on how something is said, not what is said. Ethics in negotiation. Power without manipulation. Chris Voss is clear. These techniques are not about deception. Ethical negotiation means no lying, no false promises, no manipulation of facts. Instead, it's about understanding human behavior, creating clarity, and reaching sustainable agreements. Manipulation destroys long-term power. Why ethical negotiation wins long-term. Short-term manipulation creates resentment, destroys trust, limits future opportunities. Ethical negotiation builds reputation, creates repeat deals, increases influence. In business and life, reputation compounds. Real-world applications, where these skills actually matter.
Salary negotiation. Don't argue worth, explore constraints. Use calibrated questions. Let silence work. Avoid rushing to yes. Business deals. Identify decision makers, look for hidden deadlines, anchor confidently, never concede without exchange. Sales. Focus on customer fears, label objections, create safety, let customers talk themselves into decisions. Relationships. Reduce emotional escalation, label feelings, avoid forcing agreement, seek understanding before solutions. Negotiation is not a business skill, it's a life skill. The final negotiation mindset. Chris Voss leaves us with a powerful mental shift. Your goal is not to win the negotiation. Your goal is to understand the other side so deeply that winning becomes natural. When people feel understood, resistance drops, cooperation increases, solutions emerge. Let's summarize the entire book into core truths. Negotiation is emotional, not logical. Tactical empathy is power. Listening creates leverage. No is protection, not rejection. Calm tone controls outcomes. Numbers are psychological anchors. Fairness is subjective. Concessions must be strategic. Black swans change everything. Trust beats rapport. Ethics create long-term success. If this breakdown helped you see negotiation differently, remember this: you don't need to be aggressive. You don't need to be manipulative. You don't need to dominate. You need to understand. If you enjoyed this deep summary of Never Split the Difference, like the video, share it with someone who negotiates for a living, and subscribe to Mindset HubTube for more psychology-based life mastery content. Because in the real world, the person who understands human behavior controls the outcome. Thank you for watching. Stay aware, stay calm, and I'll see you in the next video.